Okay guys, I'm going to quickly show you how to remove a battery out of a car the safe way, the way you're supposed to. So first thing I'm going to do is I've got a couple of tools, should look familiar. It's my battery cleaning tools, some terminal protector. I'm going to show you how this guy works, and I'm just going to show you the ins and outs. Most batteries, I shouldn't say most, all batteries are supposed to have a hold down. I've already taken the liberty of taking the hold down off of the battery. So this is what we call a hold down. So it's usually over top of the battery to keep it from going anywhere. So the next part is I'm going to loosen the battery cable connections. Okay, safety glasses are a must because batteries can explode. You can get stuff in your eyes and it can send you to the hospital. So always wear a protective eye. Well, use safety glasses. And if you are able, something, maybe a face mask or something, because the better off you are that way. But we're going to remove the ground cable first. So you can do either or, but it's recommended we always do the ground first, because we believe that power flows from power to ground. If you go over to the electrical, they'll argue the opposite. They say it flows from ground to positive. But we believe it goes from positive to ground. So we disconnect the ground first, interrupt the flow of electrons. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to take the negative battery cable off first, the black one. Okay, so now that's off. Everyone can see it. I don't know if you can see, but there's quite a bit of corrosion on there. That can add extra resistance, and that could show up as a hard start, but we'll see that later on. Now, we're going to take the positive cable off. All right, pretty easy. I have not used this guy yet, but we're going to find out how this works, because now the battery can come out. I forgot about the cover. Some batteries do come with a cover. The cover does serve a purpose. You'll see airways in there, so it's actually supposed to act as sort of like a cold air intake for the battery, because batteries can get warm in the engine bay. So anytime you see one of those, you should keep it. You shouldn't just throw it away. It actually does serve a purpose. It's supposed to block heat and also get airflow. All right, look at that. It's a Duralast, but it didn't. That's right. That's okay. So now we're going to take the new battery and we're going to put it in. For batteries that you're putting in that are new, usually you have to put the date you're putting them in so they're warranted correctly. I have an Interstate here. We're going to throw that in, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, now we just go in the reverse order. Take this guy. First, we're going to try to get some of the corrosion off of it, so we don't need that. Just make sure you don't inhale it. Next part, I got to clean off those wires because there was corrosion on there. Next, I'll lift the battery up so you can see it. This stuff is no good. This white chalky stuff that you see around the battery, that adds resistance. That adds resistance when you're trying to actually get electricity to flow through from the battery into the cable. So we try to minimize that as much as we can, because that can make a vehicle not start if there's too much of that. So I'm going to clean these off. So Get much out as you can. Okay, take the red cap off. Now it's the opposite. So now we put the positive back on and then the ground. Now I'm going to tighten that down. Remember, not too tight. You don't want to stretch the steel. So just enough to know where it's not going anywhere. Okay, now we're going to take some battery terminal cleaner / protector and put that on so we don't get that buildup of corrosion again. Now the last step is putting that hold down on, but now you can actually see if the car starts. Before it was dead. It didn't want to start at all. So I was able to drive it here and that's where it stopped. So we're going to see if it starts. All right, that sounds promising, right? Okay, car's working, so since we're right here, might as well see what it's putting out. Before it was only 10 volts, and as soon as I gave it a load and tested the battery, it fell down to 4 volts, and that's just, it had a shorted cell or something, because it fell flat on its face. So let's see what we got now. All right, let's see. Okay, we got 13.8 volts. I'm going to shut the car off, see where it holds on at. Remember, the last time it was 10 volts. Let's see what it shuts off at now. All right, 12.6. That's what I like to see. There you go. Remember, always wear gloves, always wear your safety glasses, face shield if you can.